as suspected.
It's a bit of a swamp. Oh my goodness.
Suck it up, buttercup, and get on with it.
You don't know.
Using a laptop. Choo choo.
Normally we would have been away in the caravan over Christmas. Due to unforeseen circumstances, that's not been possible. So this will be the first outing in the caravan, and we've got to get it ready. The first job is we're going to go and get the caravan from storage and take it home. We've already cleaned the caravan water system. We did that last week. If you want to see that, there's a video just here.
We need to get the caravan ready, so I'm going to get all the jobs done on the inside, and Andrew can do all the jobs on the outside. Are you guys like us? Do you split the jobs? Pink jobs? Blue jobs? Who does what? Let us know in the comments.
Jobs like checking the tyre pressures. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. All done. I wouldn't do this at the beginning of every trip, but certainly at the start of the season, it's worth checking your wheel torques. Don't forget, don't mix up your newton meters and your foot pounds. Mine's 130 newton meters. Let's give them a quick click. Plus, it's a twin axle caravan. I've got 4 wheels. I can afford to lose one, surely. We might have made a slight mistake. This first trip away is on a grass pitch, and the weather recently, it's been quite wet, quite a bit of snow, so I'm a bit worried that the ground's going to be too soft. We'll see what happens. Let's see how we get on. Now, one question is, we always leave the carpets down in our caravan. What would you do? We're going on a grass pitch. I expect it to be a bit muddy. I'm thinking carpets out. Let me know in the comments. Do you leave your carpets in the caravan, or do you take them out? Because Karen's decided to book us on a grass pitch at the beginning of the season, as I've mentioned earlier, I've made an executive decision to take 2 of the carpets out. The carpet at the front and in the middle where you walk into the caravan. But then we've left the one in the bathroom, near the bed and in the bathroom. I think that's going to be okay. And if we get stuck in the mud, you know who's to blame.
Bathroom packed. Wine purchased. Now, onto the boring jobs. It's time to vacuum. Welcome to the old dairy farm just outside of Banbury.
Let's have a look around. We've arrived, as suspected.
It's a bit of a swamp.
It's a bit of a swamp, but because Karen's booked this and it's Mother's Day weekend, not a day apparently, it's a weekend.
A whole weekend.
She's not allowed to be in trouble, so it's kind of a suck it up, buttercup, and get on with it. Right, let's have a quick look around. Train line's really close to the site. It runs just across here. There's a little reception just there, and then toilets and disabled toilets, new shower block under construction, and then the showers are in there. How's the showers look?
Good.
Yeah?
Good size.
I won't go in here because I've got muddy wellies on, but yeah, they're nice. Very nice. I think they've just cleaned it, so they're not going to appreciate me going in there with my wellies. What's your area? Here's the Elson point. I'm not going to get too close. Interesting. Lots of animals. Hello, little fella. You want some grass?
Oh my goodness. Someone's not flushed away.
Yeah.
Little park, play area.
If you've got an electrical pitch, electrical hookup here, they've got 6 amp, 10 amp and 16 amp. We just went for the cheapest. I didn't think I was going to use much, but the problem is the cheapest ones are down at the bottom of the field in the wet area. So in the summer that wouldn't be a problem really. Start of the season now, better off going for a 16 amp. You can hear it squelching now. Yeah, better off going for a 16 amp and being at the top of the field. Now to be fair, the lady in reception said just pitch up there. Because if we came down here, there was no way we're going to get out.
How did we book this? You don't know.
Using a laptop.
We booked it on PitchUp. First time ever using PitchUp. Seems straightforward enough.
These pitches with electrical hookup have also got a tap. Now it's not a fully serviced pitch because it's a shared tap. But it means you don't have to travel far to get your water. And if, like us, there's nobody next to us, I've just connected the hose pipe up using the float valve in the acro. So you can do that if you haven't got a neighbour, but otherwise you still don't have to travel far to fill up your acro. Now apart from the bogginess, that's nobody's fault, that's just the weather. Nothing to do with the campsite. And to be fair, the campsite owner has been down and towed out 2 people this morning. And everybody seems quite chilled about it. It's just not a major problem. But 2 things to note that you might not like if you're a light sleeper. I heard the trains go until about 10 o'clock last night. What about you? Did you hear them later? What time did you hear the trains last night?
Probably until about 10ish.
Yeah, I thought 10.
And they didn't wake me up
No,
if there was any
not
more
through
in
the
the night.
not through the night they didn't. But this, you won't have heard it yet, but there's some shotgun. There must be some clay pigeon or some kind of, what would it be? Clay pigeon, or is it going to be pheasant hunting, or who knows? But shotgun sound started at around 7 AM,
Yeah.
I would say, and they're quite loud, so they must be close by.
Unless it's one of those machines to keep them off the crops.
Is there such a thing?
I think so.
Have you just made that up? Is there such a thing? A machine
let
that
us know.
bangs to keep the crops safe? I think she's just made that up. Those are the only 2 things I would say a downside is if you're a light sleeper, be aware there's a train. It can be a bit noisy. Doesn't bother me at all. And the shot sounds are throughout the day, but do start periodically from around 7 AM.
Are we allowed in this section?
Yeah, this is a quiet area, no dogs. Children must be on a lead and accompanied by adults.
Holy moly, look at this fella.
Hello. Hello. This guy's got a watch on things though.
I think this guy's the boss.
Definitely in charge.
Look at these little fellas.
Oh my god.
What are they?
They look like gremlins.
They should put signs down here to tell you what they are.
Still a bit peckish?
No, I'm waiting for some food.
I think we haven't got a clue. Well, I certainly haven't got a clue, but they're very nice.
I'm gonna Google it now.
Google it, get a picture, take a picture of them and then get it Googled, and then we'll edit this out to make out that we know what we're talking about.
We know everything about everybody with wings. Everybody. Everything. Everybody. Oh.
Here we are, pitched up. Not quite where we should have been. You hear the bang then that I was talking about. So as we've got nobody next to us, just connect it to the pipe.
Through the float valve.
So this tap would be used by 4 pitches, but nobody else around.
So we just hooked up to it.
If anybody else turns up, we can just disconnect that, fill the barrel up. Pitched here because when we come to go,
I can get the front wheels onto this path here.
that should enable us to get out. We're going to take a walk into the local village called Cropredy, famous for, I'm sure, lots of things, but the Cropredy festival. About a 10-minute walk. Looks like there's 2 ways to go down, one down the main road or maybe by the canal. When you leave the site, if you take a left down School Lane, down to the road at the bottom and turn right, that leads you into Cropredy. And if you take a right, it leads you to the canal. I call it Cropredy. I bet the locals call it Cropredy or something like that. Let's walk down to the canal.
It's a lovely house.
A couple of minutes walk down to the canal, and then
If you go in this direction, turn left when you get to the canal, follow the towpath that takes you into
Cropredy, aka Cropredy. Let me know if you know what it's called. It'll always be Cropredy to me.
Wait, how do you get to there?
You walk. Look, we're here. You are here.
Where's the food place?
I'm going to give this place a try. Seems to be kid friendly. It's got a play area, serve food. We went into the Brassen Nose, or Brass Nose,
Brassenose?
as they probably call it. I would say it was a little bit pricey, but we are in Oxfordshire, and there was one telltale sign that it wasn't going to be a cheap place. What do you think that was?
Cloth napkins.
No, it wasn't that. there was a lady playing a harp. That's right, a lady playing an actual harp.
Chart music as well.
Yeah, it was good music. Kids knew all the songs, but it's nice food, I think.
Very nice.
It was okay. No, I say it was a bit pricey. I didn't actually see the bill. Would you say it was pricey?
Little bit expensive for sandwiches.
Check out the Brassino, or whatever they refer to it as. The board did say it had a kids' play area, didn't it? I didn't imagine that.
I read it on 2 separate signs advertised in the village.
Kids' play area, but no kids' play area. So the kids were a bit disappointed.
Choo choo! Chuk, 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 chuk.
This is what happens when she has a beer.
Choo choo!
That's it, the trip's over. 2 nights away in Cropredy. It's nice just to be out of the house and have a change of scenery. That's it, caravan back in storage. She's a bit grubby. Not you, the caravan.
Cheeky.
Yeah, so we'll need to clean that before we go away next, which is going to be in about 2 weeks, I think, in Easter. We'll see you soon.
Bye for now.